Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss. Never put a futures position on without a stop loss order in place.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar, the short-term traders with the long-term plan. Hey, so far so good. That Omni has been kicking butt. Direction has been second to none. In fact, I didn't even put my Omnis on the board here, but we have Omnis in 3 markets. Let me just throw them up for you. And we're looking at beans higher. Omni. Is that my shirt, Mikey? We're looking at gold higher. Omni. Come on, we got another green one here. Yeah, we got another green Omni here. We're going up. Silver's going higher. Let me give these to you now. Silver, support. This is the ZIH7 contract. ZIK7 contract, May silver. We are looking for support at 1308 to 1305. A little bit of a pullback, trading 1312 at the moment, so you may want to get in there. Omni turns neutral below 1292. So you keep your stops below the 1292 area. Omni, profit objective for the days between 1330 and 1332. So you're a buyer if you get near the 0805 level. You put your stops below 1292. Always place your stops first. Profit objective is 1330 to 1332 or be out by the close. Another green Omni in the gold. ZGJ7, April gold. Omni support 651 to 650, trading 654 currently. Omni's neutral. If you get below 644.5, Omni turns flat right there. Doesn't want to be in the market. Below 644.5. Omni's profit objective 660.5 to 661.5. Omni caught this. We'll talk about it on charts. Omni pegged the gold. Omni pegged the silver this morning on 2 trades. Omni pegged a couple of the grain markets. Omni pegged the S&P. Very good. I'll get some charts to show you. The Omni's working well, man. Let's stay with it. Another green Omni. Soybeans. ZSK7. That's the electronic symbol. Support in this Omni is 751.5 to 750.5 in the soybeans for May. That's what we're looking for on the upside. Omni turns neutral if we get below 744. So you're a buyer at 751.5 to 750.5. Get below 744, you knock yourself out. It doesn't look so good. Omni's profit objective is between 770 and 772. Or be out by the close on all 3. Okay, I do not have an actual hardcore buy and sell recommendation in the S&P today. It turns out to be rollover. Tomorrow, during the trading day, we will be simultaneously rolling out of March and into June S&Ps. They're going to sell their Marches and buy their Junes because March is going to go into expiry in a couple of days. First notice day is coming up. Out of your Marches into your Junes. So by midday tomorrow, June will be what we like to call top step. If you're on the trading floor, when you roll, let's say from March to May, or in this case from March to June, June becomes the top step, and all the brokers on the top step get the June orders, and everything else goes down the steps to the traders below that do the outside months. So I thought I'd give you those 3. The grain scales we're going to talk about as well. You guys should be in your grain scales right now, and you should be very happy with them. Lo and behold, we bought the low in corn and wheat on this entire pullback on our last buy in the grain scales. I'm going to show you that on the charts. I got a couple of charts that I just want to show you. I'm not going to bore you with them. I'll try to make it quick, but I just want to let you a quick illustration on how well this Omni is doing for us. This Omni has been fantastic. But I will say one thing, back to the S&P for a moment. Again, like yesterday, if you put a gun to my head and asked me direction, S&P is going to go up again tomorrow. Couldn't find an exact buy level or sell level for you, so I couldn't give the rec. If me and Omni don't jive, I don't give out a rec. But I can say this much, my direction is still strong here. Let's see what happens. I didn't give a rec on that because it's not A1 strong like it normally would be. But keep in mind, you may get some rally out of the S&P and NASDAQ anyway. Down to the charts, Mikey. See if you could get some clearness on these charts for me. We good?
We are good.
Okay. We're going to start off with the gold chart. This is April gold. Yesterday's buy signal was right here, 644 to 642. The low of the day for April gold was 644.60. The market took off to 653.70. Wha-bam! This is tonight that you're looking at right here. I'm bullish again. I'd like to be a buyer right about where the lows are here. I didn't catch them yet, but my orders are in. And I think the gold will take off again. As I showed you on the board, the gold's objective for tomorrow is like 660.5. That's up here somewhere. But point being, Omni gave us an exact buy this morning. Boom, we just about nailed the exact low. So Omni's working well. That's the point of this. Who cares whether I'm right or wrong? This is a long year. I'm going to be wrong a lot. I'm going to be right a lot. At the end of the year, it'll matter whether I was right or wrong. Then we can figure it all out. For now, so far so good. We had that nice trend line that I showed you guys. It held, didn't exactly touch it, but it got within dollars of it. Started to rally out of the hole. Omni called for a buy yesterday. Omni called for a buy the day before. Yesterday's buy was fantastic. So far so good. We're starting to run up. Okay, let's switch to another chart here. Another quick illustration of what we've been doing with Omni. And so far so good. Silver chart. If you remember, I showed you that 200-day moving average a couple of days ago. Told you Omni went bullish there. Not just because of the average, by the way. Nothing's that simple, but the average is just something that looks pretty. I wanted to show you it was one of the leading indicators. Our orders yesterday were to buy at 1286. The low was 1289. It got so close to our buy and then took off and rallied all the way up to 1314. So far, so good. Go Omni. Let's take a look at another chart. The corn chart. You know, we had that entire stock market debacle. The corn came off. We bought corn about here. We bought corn about here. And we bought corn one tick from the low of the entire move. We bought corn right here on this day. We bought corn at 413. The low was 412. It has not looked back since, and it looks like it's going up again tomorrow. So Omni was perfect on those grain scales. If you guys are in those grain scales, keep your stops in as I've showed you in the past where they belong. If you need stop levels, I'll put them back out there for you. Off the top of my head, I can remember the original stop levels were 390 in corn, 429 in wheat, and 715 in beans, May across the board on that. So keep your stops in case of a disaster. You always need stops in, but we're far away from those stops now, and it doesn't look like we're going to take them out. So remember, Omni bought the low tick, or one tick off the low of the entire move in corn. I think we did the same thing in wheat. It's just uncanny. Omni's been really, really showing some strength here. Omni bought the low tick of the day when we had that big drop here. Omni bought 465s. The low of the move was 464. We've rallied 20 cents out of that hole so far. So far, so good. Another quick chart I want to show you. The soybean chart. Look at the way it's acting off this 50-day exponential moving average. Since the day we hit it, and I pointed this chart out to you, if you take a look back a couple of days ago, you'll see in the video, I showed you this chart when there was nothing but this day and told you that's a definite buy signal. We started looking for the buy. Look at it today. It looks fantastic. And in fact, as you see on the board, we're looking to buy 751.5s tomorrow and look for a nice elevator ride up to the 772 area, somewhere in here. I think we're going to get it. We also had the yen trade that we were talking about. If you recall, we had the yen that gave us the double, the mirror image, the double high-low formation. Market opens, runs down, closes, opens, runs up, closes. You have your two bars, 1, 2. If on the third day, the market moves into that range and then goes in the opposite direction, you follow it. Well, the signal is in. Today is the deciding day. So far, it ran up to 86.64, turned around and dumped to 85.84. It looks to me like the indicator is going to be lower, but until we get out of this ellipse, the three-part signal has not given us the definite go-ahead. By today, we should know, or by tomorrow's trading, 3807, I should have a go-ahead on the mirror image in the Japanese yen, and I will certainly present that to you guys. One last thing, if you recall, Omni called the turnaround in the S&Ps Last week, it turned around, stopped cold. In fact, it was on Monday. Monday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon this week, Omni stopped cold and said, forget about the downside. I want to get long in the S&P and the NASDAQ and in the metals. They have not stopped going up since. It's been uncanny. Tuesday, if you look back at Tuesday's video, 227.07, you'll see I gave Rex according to that. Right in the middle of the freight, I'm standing on the railroad tracks with a freight train coming at me with the market plummeting, and Omni says, tell these guys to get long. I stand in front of the camera and I tell you to get long, and lo and behold, we've been going up since. This whole little chart session here is just to give you guys confidence in my Omni. The Omni is really working well. Okay, enough of the charts. I just want to get back to you for a moment now, if you don't mind, Mike. I'm going to pull the charts away. So a brief illustration about what we've seen so far in the last few days at Omni. If you guys have been following me, the Omni, as you know, the direction has been fantastic. In 25 years, I've never found such a hot directional indicator in my life. It's not like I went out and purchased this or bought it or put it together from parts. I've been working on this my entire life. Omni and me and Omni, we meld together. It doesn't work without me. I don't work without it. It's worked with me in the trading pit my whole life. It's worked with me on and off the floors. It's working for you guys now. Don't forget, if you want to see these Omni Flash updates, you go to my website, www.futuresanalysts.com or futurestraders.com. You can stay right there. Watch the Omni page. As I type in my recommendations, they will come right out for you. At this point, the site is still beta test version, so you'll have to refresh to see the Omni. So just refresh every, whenever you look at the thing, boom, hit refresh. You'll see my flash updates come right out. Of course, I'll email them to you as well. If you guys followed the emails today, although boy, oh boy, did I have a day today. I couldn't get that email out to you guys when I wanted to. We were trading at the highs of the day in S&P, trading at the highs of the day in NASDAQ. I tried to send out the email and Gmail said, sorry, you sent out too many for the day. I was in a panic. Oh my God, what do I do? I was like, how do I get these emails out? I put my camera on, I put my microphone on, I get Bob, my IT guy from Chicago. I'm like, Bob, help, Bob, help. He's doing what he can, I'm doing what I can. It took us a while to get you that flash update. My heart was pounding. That's how much I care for you guys. I want you to get this work as it's coming out. We've worked on the database again all day today. We're trying to circumvent Gmail completely. We think our database now can do that. Hopefully you got tonight's emails with the OmniRex on them. You should be getting flash updates regularly now. We are breaking our backs on this for you guys, so stick with us. Don't get frustrated if those emails aren't on time. They will be shortly. Okay, don't forget, if you're at my YouTube site, youtube.com/futuresanalysts, subscribe to my videos. This way, the moment we do videos and give them to YouTube, they put them out right into your email box. You get a message that we have a video out, and then you can get to that video. We put the videos out early, but we're at the mercy of YouTube whenever they show them to us, and we can all see them. Sometimes it's 11 p.m., sometimes it's 1 p.m. You never know when YouTube's going to get them, but we get them right out to you. We do give you the recommendations by email, so at least you know what we're thinking before the video comes out. Flash updates are essential for successful short-term trading. Am I right, Mikey?
You are right.
There you go. See, I say that for him every day and for you. Today, as I was talking about that panic flash update, if I didn't update you guys at that moment, you wrote it back down and either got out break even or maybe even a small loss. And in fact, I'll be honest, while I was in my panic trying to get a flash update out to you guys, I never hit my go to the market button, and I ended up getting out of my S&Ps lower than the average of you guys. You traders called me and were like, hey, I got out at 98, 96, 97, and I was thinking, what a dummy I am, because I'm updating you guys so you can get out, and I never got myself out. That won't happen again, but just thought I'd let you know I really do care about this. I care about you guys. Your analysis has been second to none. The things that you guys have sent me, and everything that you send, I take to consideration. I try to make my site more towards your suggestions. I try to make my show geared more towards your suggestions. And in fact, I have a bunch of suggestions that were sent in to me recently by my viewers, and I promise I will get to them, and you'll know that I'm doing your work because you'll see me talk about things on the board and you'll say, hey, I gave Oscar that idea. You guys are part of this. We're one together. At the site, you're part of me at the forum. Doing this, I think about you guys while I'm doing my videos. It's like we're one big gang. Let's keep up the work on that. If you need to call me, give me a call, 718-351-2266. And you can send me emails at futuresanalysts@gmail.com. I can receive Gmails. I'm just having a tough time sending them, so I got a database taking care of that for us. Okay, traders, with that, we have what some of my guys like to call Turnaround Thursday, but I don't think so. We had Turnaround Tuesday for the upside. I think we're going to continue. I think Thursday continues higher, especially in the metals and in the beans. Let's see what happens. Traders, don't forget, place your stops first. If you're not in the market and you miss an order, so what? Let it go without you. These markets will be here tomorrow. Keep your emotions in check at all times when you're trading. You're not trading dollars, you're trading poker chips. They're meaningless till you're in and out of the trades and you're at the end of the week and you're counting your points. Then they become dollars. While the markets are open, if you look at your dollars, they will get to your head. You will do things like getting yourself out of trades when you should have been getting in. You'll be moving your stops and you'll be canceling your stops when you should be getting out. The market will get you on the defensive. If your emotions get involved in your trading, take it from me as a guy from the floor. We can feel it when people got emotional and the orders came in. And you can tell just by the way they would throw themselves right at the mercy of stops and move their orders right into the action, and they would get themselves slaughtered. You know, this is truth coming to you from years of being around these markets. You gotta keep your emotions in check. It is rule numero uno. Keep your emotions in check. Okay, I will show you the results of the yen mirror image tomorrow, because tomorrow gives us the entire signal. We'll see which way we've come out. At this point, it looks like we've come out on the downside of that mirror image. Let's see what happens. Okay, traders, good luck. Be careful out there, and I'll speak to you tomorrow night. Go get them, traders.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.